Far from the warm embrace of the sun, in the outer reaches of our solar system, a tiny moon quietly spins. But this moon, Enceladus, holds a secret, one that could transform our understanding of life itself. A world that seems cold and barren on the surface, yet beneath that frozen exterior lies an ocean of liquid water hidden from the light of day. And in that dark, frigid abyss, could there be life? Could this seemingly inhospitable world, 1.2 billion kilometers from Earth, be home to life? A life so different from ours, yet as real as our own? What if the answers to humanity's greatest questions about the origins of life were locked away on Enceladus? For decades, scientists have pondered the possibility of life beyond our planet. Mars, Europa, even distant exoplanets, all have been subjects of our search. But Enceladus, with its geysers, its ocean, and its hints of organic molecules, could be the key to discovering that we are not alone. What if, against all odds, Enceladus harbors a thriving, alien ecosystem beneath its icy shell? The discovery of life on Enceladus would forever change the trajectory of human history, not just as a scientific breakthrough, but as an awakening of humanity's place in the vast cosmos. What lies beneath Enceladus' frozen surface is more than just water. It's a complex, alien world, far from the warmth of the sun, but not without warmth of its own. Through a process known as tidal heating, the moon's ocean is kept liquid, thanks to the immense gravitational pull from Saturn. The friction from this interaction keeps the water warm enough to remain in liquid form, despite the freezing temperatures above. In many ways, the conditions on Enceladus mirror those of Earth's deep-sea hydrothermal vents, where life thrives without sunlight, in an environment fueled only by the chemicals and heat emanating from the planet's core. In these extreme, high-pressure conditions, Earth's deepest ecosystems survive on the basic principles of chemosynthesis, rather than photosynthesis. And now, as we study Enceladus plumes, we detect organic molecules, the building blocks of life, suggesting that this alien world could harbor ecosystems much like those of Earth's own deep oceans. Could life have formed in such a place, in an environment where the chemistry of life might be completely different from anything we understand? The idea that a thriving biosphere might exist so far from the sun, so deep beneath layers of ice, opens a new chapter in the story of life in the universe. Life on Enceladus, if it exists, may have followed an entirely unique path, one we cannot yet fully comprehend. Now, imagine the day we get the message, the data that would define an era. A spacecraft, passing through Enceladus plumes, sends its findings back to Earth. In real time, scientists across the world analyze the data, their hearts racing, knowing they're on the cusp of a discovery that could change everything. And then, the unimaginable, alien life. Tiny microbial organisms, floating in the vapor, found in the very plumes that have been erupting for millennia. The first confirmed extraterrestrial life, discovered on a moon so far from Earth, yet so closely connected to our curiosity, our dreams, and our deepest questions. It would be the single greatest scientific discovery of our time, as monumental as the first man landing on the moon. But it would also be a moment of deep introspection for humanity. The very essence of life, what it is, where it can arise, and how it fits into the grand scheme of the cosmos, would be forever altered. The confirmation of alien life on a world we've only begun to understand would invite an entirely new set of questions. How did life start here? What does it mean to be alive? And perhaps most importantly, how does this change everything we thought we knew about ourselves? The discovery would reach every corner of the globe as humanity collectively takes in the realization that life, in some form, exists beyond Earth. The implications would be as profound as they are far-reaching. The scientific community would experience an overwhelming surge of new questions. Could life exist elsewhere in the universe in similar environments? If microbial life can thrive on Enceladus, what does that say about the possibility of life on other moons, planets, and exoplanets? But the discovery wouldn't just be a scientific revelation. Philosophers would grapple with the meaning of life itself. Ethicists would question our responsibilities as stewards of this newfound life, as well as the moral implications of exploring and possibly exploiting alien ecosystems. The public would debate what this discovery means for the future of humanity. Does it make us feel smaller in the grand scheme of the universe? Or does it unite us as a species to look outward, to realize that we are just one part of something much, much larger? And perhaps, most profoundly of all, we would begin to ask ourselves, what if we're not so different after all? Life, in all its diversity, is a universal constant. The microbes on Enceladus are, in a way, reflections of us, a living echo, just as we are, in a universe filled with possibility. With discovery comes responsibility. How do we explore and study alien life without risking contamination? Of Enceladus or of Earth? The ethical questions are vast. How far do we go in our search for knowledge? Are we to interfere with alien ecosystems, or should we leave them undisturbed? Planetary protection protocols will become more important than ever. Space agencies would need to implement new, stricter guidelines to ensure that any future exploration of Enceladus is done with the utmost care, ensuring that neither the microbes of Enceladus nor our own biosphere are compromised. We would have to learn to live in harmony with this new discovery, not simply as conquerors of knowledge, but as responsible guardians of both life on Earth and beyond. This balance would be tricky, but it would also be a reflection of a new chapter for humanity, one in which we must learn to live as part of the larger fabric of life in the cosmos. The discovery of life on Enceladus would challenge us to reevaluate not just our relationship with other worlds, but with each other as well. We would have to come to terms with our role in the universe, not as isolated beings, but as part of a vast, interconnected system of life, ideas, and energy stretching across time and space. The discovery of life on Enceladus would ignite a new era of exploration, an era where humanity looks not just to the stars, but to the oceans of other worlds. No longer would we be confined to searching the surface of planets like Earth and Mars. Our gaze would turn to the icy moons of our solar system, moons like Europa, Ganymede, and even distant Titan, where subsurface oceans could hide ecosystems we've only just begun to imagine. Each new probe, each new mission, would push the boundaries of our knowledge and imagination. What new forms of life might we discover in the oceans beneath the ice? Could the creatures of Enceladus, perhaps simple microbes, offer insights into new biological processes, ways to harness energy, new medicines, or even entirely new ways to live? The mysteries of Enceladus would be endless, and the thrill of exploration would fuel humanity's desire to reach further, to seek out new worlds, and to understand life's infinite possibilities. And in the end, the discovery of alien life on Enceladus would do more than just change science. It would change us. It would remind us that we are not alone in the universe, and that life, in all its forms, is a wondrous, powerful force. We would no longer see ourselves as isolated, unique beings on a small, fragile planet. We would be part of something larger, a cosmic family that stretches across the stars. And as we push forward, exploring the endless possibilities of the universe, we would remember that our search for meaning is not a solitary journey, but one we share with the life that spans across the universe.